With play-ins concluded, we say goodbye to another 6 teams. Hangzhou Spark, Houston Outlaws, Seoul Dynasty, Toronto Defiant, Boston Uprising and Paris Eternal have all been eliminated from the season. A sad way to go out, but pretty good seasons from all of these teams. We also have the bracket for the playoffs. I'll go over it now so I can discuss it later. For Match 1, the Shanghai Dragons have selected the San Francisco Shock. For Match 2, the Los Angeles Gladiators have selected the Philadelphia Fusion. For Match 3, the Dallas Fuel have selected the Washington Justice. For Match 4, the Chengdu Hunters will be taking on the Atlanta Reign. With that out of the way, let's get started. The Paris Eternal have had a season of many ups and downs, but truly improved at the end. It's just that they ran into playoffs justice. Jokes aside, they did have quite a bit of trouble up against the new and improved rush comps of the Justice. I don't even think they were particularly bad. Naha was good when he wasn't being killed by Decay, Tsuna and Onigod had their moments, they were just outclassed on the mirror. Here's to next season. Washington Justice have finally made it to Hawaii. They must feel ecstatic after being denied it in the May Elite and Summer Showdown. But taking a closer look, they are terrifying right now. They are back on the rush comps, meaning Mag is back on his best heroes, and they have the confidence to be ultra-aggressive now. Assassin was dominant on the Sombra, Dreamer is going to have nightmares after that match. But Decay had the game of his life, he has shown top-tier THREEPEAT, Tracer and McCree. They're back in their comfort zone. However, I still see them as below most of the playoff teams heading into Hawaii, and they have a rough first match with Dallas. But knowing playoffs justice, they might just be dark horse picks to win it all. Toronto Defiant still look very good. It's a shame they got knocked out by the Shock as they still had room for improvement, but overall, quite a strong showing for them. Hisu especially popped off in the London game. I wish they would have fielded Aspire in their game against the Shock, but I get they wanted to flex onto the Echo, and I doubt it would have changed much. Excited for next year, I really don't think they need to change much. Boston Uprising look boomed, as I predicted. They just lack confidence, constantly switching heroes and looking shaky on all of them. I just feel for them. The Vancouver loss killed their momentum and their season. GG go next. Hangzhou Spark losing McD was probably worse than we thought. While he was mechanically inferior to his counterpart, he was likely the Korean shot caller of the team, as Banar and Architect looked fair, why uncoordinated with him gone. Honestly, quite the embarrassing game to end their season on. They floundered and Banar in particular had an embarrassing game. They have Siomisu. Why was Banar on Zyria the whole game? Whatever. Philadelphia Fusion have made the dream and made it to Hawaii with 2 dominant wins over both Hangzhou and Seoul. Great momentum going into the final stretch. They look quite good on everything except the Sombra comps, and seem like they are back in their melee forms, just with upgrades. They have quite a long road ahead of them, especially since they face the Gladiators right off the bat, but they have finally made it. Seoul Dynasty looked shaky and their weaknesses were made quite clear. They are absolutely carried by their DPS, so when the rest of the team has to step up, they crumble. I don't even think they had any odd coaching decisions this time. Philadelphia simply diffed them, even in DPS a bit. I expect a bit of a rebuild around Fitz and Profit, because they do not have the backline talent to keep up. Good all-around season though, I have to say. 12-4 is no easy feat. The San Francisco Shock are back in form, looking the best they have. While Toronto isn't a top-tier team by any means, they still looked quite good, so to be able to make use of their whole roster and reintegrate God smoothly is impressive. Plus, Rush is back, which is arguably Shock's best composition. I have high hopes for them, and though I can't exactly bet on the THREEPEAT this year, they are certainly in a good position. Houston Outlaws. Completely tragic end for them. They were so close but were ultimately unable to make Hawaii even a single time this year. I think they were just outmatched, especially by Assassin. His Sombra is elite again, He shut down Dante and Dreamer and escaped before Piggy could do much. They still looked quite good, their somber ball comps are solid, and Happy is nutty. They greatly outperformed expectations despite fizzling out at the end of the season, and I'm excited for what they bring to the table for next season. Thanks for watching and remember to like and subscribe for more. I upload daily Overwatch League and Valorant content, and I am trying to hit 100 subs by Season 5, so any subscription helps greatly. Thanks.